Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm going to be talking about how much I made off of YouTube in 2020. So earlier in 2020, I actually made a video just talking about how much I was making at the time. I had just gotten monetized because YouTube changed kind of the requirements for that when I first started. And so that was really just looking at month to month, what am I making and kind of what am I looking to make or potentially thinking I'm going to make for the rest of the year. And at the time I was making like maybe $100 or $200 a month. And I thought maybe I'd make about $5,000 for 2020, and I've actually exceeded that by quite a bit. So let's go ahead and look at this. I actually have a dark filter on this, so hopefully these show up okay with the camera here. I will make sure that a screenshot pops up as well. But for YouTube only, estimated revenue for the whole year was $7,231.44. Down here you'll see more information. Some of my top earning videos, Samsung Odyssey G5, and this is just for 2020, not for the life of the channel, but it was $373.19, and that almost actually covers the cost of the monitor. So with a lot of the tech reviews, that's kind of my big goals. If I could just cover the cost of the item, I'll be set, or at least maybe half the item, then I'm set. That way I'm not out of pocket for everything that I do. But next we have the Logitech G533 wireless headset. That's $238.40, and then it's actually this Acer monitor unboxing video at $220. How to remove the background with the Logitech software for the webcams. That one took off just because of everybody switching over to work from home due to COVID. And then after that I have the Samsung Odyssey G5 review. Over here, you'll actually see the monthly estimated review. So with Amazon, everything's delayed by 28 days. So at the end of January, I'll actually make, or I'll get December's money. So it's offset a little bit. And then Amazon Associates is actually going to be delayed by 2 months just because of the return policies that they have. Because if somebody returns an item, you don't get that money, they actually take it back. But August, $552 for that month. September, $719. October, $885. And then November was my biggest month to date at $1,143. And I think part of that is due to Black Friday and everybody actually with the Samsung Odyssey video watching that a lot. And that just shot my views up. So I think that's actually due to that. And then December, $988, but like I said, I won't get that until towards the end of this month in January. So we have that. We're going to come back to this here in a second, but let's cut over to the Amazon Associates. So for Amazon Associates, so I do that. So if you guys click on links in the description when I'm doing tech unboxing videos and reviews, I get a small cut of that. And for this, it's $3,644. The last 2 months have been close to $700. So this month is like $690, and then last month was like $799. So two of my bigger months, once again, going back to, I think it's because of the Black Friday stuff. And then this time of year, well, December, getting close to Christmas, people looking for Christmas presents and wanting to look at unboxing videos and reviews for things that they potentially are going to buy. So if I add all of that up, that brings us to $10,876.31 off of YouTube that I've made. So that's just off of the, YouTube and the Amazon Associates. Now, I added in roughly $1,200 to that because with this, and I could have actually just subtracted it from what I'm going to talk about here in a second, which is how much I've spent, and we can go either way with that, but that's really money I've earned off of selling things that I don't need anymore. I mean, I've done a lot of wireless earbud reviews here on the channel. I don't need 12 to 15 of them, so I just start selling them. But with that, those are products, a lot of them are products that have been sent for free. So I just started to round that up really, really high to cover any potential things. Because like my old PC, which was the second rig, when I updated that to the Mini ITX, I sold that case, the motherboard, the CPU, I sold all of that stuff to my artist, Zach Raw. And that was pre-YouTube channel stuff that I was using. I wasn't using any of the YouTube money to pay for that. So that was just, to me, that was income towards the channel. So that brings it to $12,076.31. So that's income. In terms of expenditures, I rounded down, but I didn't exactly calculate everything out because that was going to take forever to look through everything. So this is an estimate, but I did round down on everything just to play it safe. So everything that I've bought off of Amazon for the channel, $11,000 and $11,400, and that's the monitors, PC cases, PC components, accessories, lighting that I'm using, the camera that I'm using right now, the stand, the microphone, all of that stuff is included with that. And then miscellaneous, I did $2,000. The $2,000 is things that like this desk, this wood top that I've actually covered here on the channel. This is $350. With this, the video games that I buy to play on the channel, DLC for those video games, paying my artist, Zach, to do art for the channel, all of those things cost money. The shipping that I pay for when I send out items to people that have won with my giveaways here, or the gift cards and things like that. So rounded that to $2,000, which brings us to $13,400. So basically I'm pretty close to being even with that, and that was my main goal. I wanted the channel to be self-sustaining, so any of the stuff that I want to do with this, it's not coming out of my family's pocket. I'm a personal trainer. I've talked about that here on the channel. I own my own studio, freelance trainer, so I don't work for anybody. It's my company, and I make a good living with that. So that money goes to my family, and then this is kind of like a self-sustaining ecosystem where everything here is just kind of fed back into the channel. Now, it cost me some money up front, but I was able to then recoup that, which is nice. So with that, that is been my number one goal. And I thought maybe I'd make, like I said, maybe $5,000 with the channel, and then I earn roughly 12,000. Let's just say it's the 10,876. That's more than double than what I was expecting. So I'm extremely grateful for that. But hopefully this sheds a little bit of light on this. I do want to show reach. So just reach for the channel this last year. Impressions, 23.7 million. That's just how many people came across. I don't even think it's necessarily people, or how many times people came across one of my videos, whether it was on the side panel where it's a related video or anything like that, or they looked for it. Impressions, click-through rate 8.5%, views 3.2 million views this last year. So once again, exceeding what I expected for the channel. And I just want to continue to grow it from here. The next big step for the channel is hopefully this next year we get our new house, fingers crossed. If not, it'll be the year after. But if we can this next year, I want to have my own office. That's the big thing. So I'll have more space and more room to do more tech videos, unboxing videos, things like that, more streaming potentially, which is another big thing, because I'll have multiple PCs set up in that room. Right now you have this rig, and then you have the one downstairs. And so I'll have those in the same room, and then hopefully get more equipment to do a better job with a lot of different things. One of the main ones I'm looking at is when you do the ghosting test for monitors, you're actually supposed to have it on a tripod and follow it, and I don't have that set up, so I'm just sitting there filming it and then hoping that translates, and I'm using my phone. So I'm really wanting to get the setup where I can actually trace that and showcase that better. I want to get a color accuracy sensor. Forgetting the name, the spiders, right? But I actually want to get one of those so I can test color accuracy with the monitor, so I can actually showcase that a little bit better. And so little things like that, and hopefully get the ITX build set up, which I've had some problems with that, so that got scrapped for the moment, but hopefully get a 3000 series GPU as well, and just more upgrades here, more keyboards, more headsets, more mice to test, and things like that. But hopefully this shed some light, and maybe it was interesting for you. That's the hope. And I just want to be transparent also with how much I'm making and showcasing that to everybody, because I think it's interesting when I view it myself, just to see like, oh, how much do you make? Especially now that we've hit 10,000 subs here on the channel, which doesn't mean necessarily that you're a high earning channel. And I did want to cover one more thing. I mean, for my revenue, my playback base CPM is $6.79, which is pretty good. But with the channel showcasing transparency, into how much I'm making, I think is important, just because it, one, lets you guys know that I'm not trying to just create content for the sake of necessarily making money. I know there's a lot of channels out there where it's like it's clickbait, and I don't want to be that at all. If you've watched the channel before, you know I'm not high energy and screaming and doing all those other things. I'll probably get a little bit goofier over time potentially, but I don't want to be that dude that's just sitting there screaming the whole time. That would, and if I ever did do that, I would make sure that you guys knew that that was separate, that was something different. It's just, it's always been a concern of mine. I don't want to, like I said, be clickbaity. I just don't want to do that. So shedding transparency on that. And like I said, hopefully providing some value to get you guys. Maybe this is interesting for anybody looking like, all right, 10,000 subs, which I just hit, but how much could I potentially make off this stuff? And I can tell you from experience for the tech reviews, especially for the high dollar channels where they're making a lot of money off of it, they have earned it, because that takes so much time. Lots of time to do those videos. If you want to do quality shooting B-roll and things like that, like, I'll try to get through it, and my standard isn't to their standards by any stretch, but with the amount of time that I pour into it, I was like, man, that's a lot of time, and it might not go anywhere is the other thing. You may post it and you may get like 3,000 views on it, with, at least for my channel, where some of the other ones, like I said, the Samsung Odyssey G5, which I did spend a good amount of time on that, like, that one's awesome to see, because it's like, all right, it took off a little bit. So that's the other thing that I wanted to get into down the road a little bit more too, is more transparency with how much time does this take to shoot these videos, how do I do it, all those little things. Because yeah, the top channels, they are definitely, especially if it's just one person, Random Break P, I think Optimum Tech is one, just the one guy. That is a lot of work that they're pouring into this. So they're working long hours for this stuff. But that's going to be it for this one. Maybe there's some questions that you have that I didn't cover with all of this stuff that you wanted to ask me. You can do that in the comment section. Hopefully you found this interesting. I definitely want to grow the channel this year, so I will do a follow-up next year on this, and maybe midpoint we do like a mini video just kind of showcasing like, all right, am I getting closer to that or something like that. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. So that's going to be it for this one, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.